ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for giving us an opportunity to present Abalimi Bezekhaya from seed to table. Abalimi Bezekhaya, we are Abalimi Bezekhaya. It means the farmers around the home. We are Abalimi, we are the farmers.
We are Abalimi, we are the farmers.
There are more than 3,000 of us in Cape Town. We farm on thousands of tiny home plots and community gardens, in sand, in wind, in heat, in cold, all year round. Natural, organic, and healthy, good for nature, overcoming climate change. We are feeding our families, we are feeding our sick and our poor, we are feeding our communities, we are feeding our nation. We have created hundreds of jobs by selling vegetable boxes to those who can pay. We are the first in South Africa to do this sustainably. Our model costs very little and it can be copied anywhere, everywhere. We are Abalimi. We plant the seed and we place the harvest on the table. Viva Abalimi Bezekhaya, viva!
Viva Abalimi Bezekhaya, viva!
These are the organic vegetables grown by Harvest of Hope. Thank you very much, but this is bribery and corruption, and don't think that because you give us gifts you're going to win. Thank you. Anyway.
My name is Rob Small. I'm the mandated representative to speak, if necessary. With Mrs. Kaba, I hope will answer most of the questions or point to whoever can.
Thank you very much, Rob. I've long been an admirer of Abalimi, so I'm very pleased to meet you all. I really want to ask you if you could say a little bit to us about what you've really done that's new and praiseworthy since you got your last prize, which I think was 2004. Tell us what's been very exciting about the last 5-6 years.
Okay. Like already, we did grow, we did find the market. What is very special to us, make us as the farmers proud. We was growing, sell it locally, eat. Was no market for us. But to grow, we find ourselves the market. We create the market for the farmers all around Cape Town and the township. We pack the veg like what you see. We pick up the veg early, Tuesday morning. We go to the pack shed, we clean our veg, we pack to those boxes, and we take to the school, different school. To those families, they can help the other women. Because what we're talking, we go to the school, we do the research, we speak with the children, we give the children pamphlets to take it home. Then there's a people who reply that they want the vegetable. Every Tuesday morning, 12 o'clock the vegetables in your house, fresh, organic, is what we did. And make us proud, because those women, they go to do the garden because they are hungry, they got no job, they're uneducated, and they just play with the soil with no income. But today, we're talking to the people, they're getting income every month. The 8th of the month, the money is at the bank, every month for the farmers.
There's one project that's earning 7,000 to 8,000 rand a month on less than 5,000 square meters. And I just want to say to you, that's what we've done. What the women have done, the farmers have done, created jobs on land on 500 square meters and less per job. We had that planned. Last time we won a silver award, and we won that silver award because of that plan. Now we've done it. No one else has done it. There's no other organization in this country that's done it. And small farm, and no one has believed it's possible at all under the conditions we're working in. But we've done it, and we can say we've done it organically, and it's possible to roll it out anywhere and create thousands upon thousands upon thousands, hundreds of thousands of livelihoods. And we can do it, you can copy it. Look wherever you like, no one else has done it. They've all crashed. That's what we've done.
Hilary Morris?
Abalimi I know as well for many years. In fact, we shared offices at CWD in the 90s. And it's good to see how far you've come. And Christine, in those days, you were just planting in the sand. Still are. My question is that this particular project, the farmers, is a relatively new one. It started in 2008, so it's 2 years old. How long is support given by Abalimi to the farmers? What is the reliance factor on Abalimi, and what structures have you in place to actually take it onto an independent level?
Can I answer that one?
Yes.
I think it's very important for you to understand that none of us would be eating unless farmers were supported. The United States of America and the European Union and China prove that. They pay their farmers huge amounts to farm. What you mean by farmers being self-sustainable is conditioned by a notion perpetrated by that particular worldview that somehow these guys must do it with no support at all. Yeah? And it's completely and utterly warped. Not you, but that concept. We support thousands at a cost of 100 Rand or less per farmer per month. That's the total package. Our budget is 3 million per annum, yeah? And you divide 3,000 farmers per annum into 3 million, do the numbers. And that's my salary, the salaries of the people who are salaried, the marketing, the infrastructure, the training, the ongoing follow-up and support in the field, on site, the manure, the seeds, the seedlings, the works. Yeah? When we told the Department of Agriculture that that's what we do, they said that's impossible. It's not possible. You cannot do it for that little. That's what we do.
Any other, Kylie?
I wanted to get some understanding of the model that you use with the farmers. You require that they keep 50% for themselves, for their self-sustaining, and then that they sell that. How do you manage that requirement if a farmer almost wants to grow beyond your model? How do they take that next step from the project itself?
We're taking people from survival to subsistence to what we call semi-commercial or livelihood. Your question is conditioned by a fixation on the fact that everyone has to reach commercial to be successful. We're saying that that's nonsense. We're saying that the level we take people to is semi-commercial livelihood level, where there's plenty of cash and plenty of food to feed the neighbors and the community locally. It does not have to be fully commercial to do that, and to realize magnificent abundance and sufficient money. There are farmers among the movement who are pushing for full commercial status. We have noticed that the moment people do that, they become more selfish, they give less away, they are less social. It's then we have to wait until they become super rich before they're prepared to give 1% of their budget to the social good. So we are pioneering a new model, and that new model is a new livelihood. It doesn't exist in this country. We've killed it out very, very well. What we're doing is proving that it's possible to re-enliven it.
Michelle?
Yes, I wanted to ask a little bit about, you said you support the farmers, and I totally I agree with that. Farmers have been subsidized around the world. You talk, in your report, you talk about how the farmers, I think they don't they don't learn how to use water, so they use traditional irrigation, and they don't receive they don't receive seedlings and stuff. They don't get seedlings from Abalimi. They can't
We
grow their own
provide a
seedlings. So I'm
full.
just curious about
Okay,
why you
so,
chose that.
Yeah, let Mom answer.
The farmers, they grow themselves the seedlings. There are different seedlings we produce for them, like red lettuce, free lettuce, whatever, those kind they eating by the other families. But the most of everything, they buy the seed themselves, they plant it, they know which time of the season, how the seasons go, what they need. We support really what the big support we do is just to walk in the farm every month. Visit them, look at their manure, work with them with the compost, tea manure, that's all. They carry everything themselves. We're there to advise, we're there to support, but to produce the seedlings, they do it themselves. Because to our seedlings they get from us, they need to pay some money. Now they want to do it themselves, to buy seeds to create the seedlings.
What Christina is saying is that we do buy in and resupply. That's part of our package. The notion that we shouldn't be doing that is again a notion coming from outside a system which doesn't necessarily comprehend what the dynamics are. And I'm not criticizing you, I'm just saying there's a notion that we must produce everything ourselves. And that is a nonsense. Farmers are busy enough as it is. Yeah? And so they are producing their own seedlings, and they can. And they're buying a significant proportion of their own inputs as well. But we then add value to that by making things very cheap and very often free where necessary. And that's all in that 100 Rand a month per farmer.
Fatima?
I must declare my bias up front. I really love the work that you're doing. I heard your advertisement on the radio this morning, so you're also taking it to that level. It's great.
That was a gifted advert. They gave it to us.
Isn't that good? The report that we received spoke to the macro level impact. We got statistics on percentages of income generated. I'm really interested in hearing from one of the women on the difference this kind of income has made to your life personally. And I want to suggest that whoever speaks in the language of their choice will translate amongst us.
We change our life very well. Everything is changed to our families about the veggies we grow, because we started from the scratch, nothing, but now we can see everything is going well. We're becoming to be sustainable. We change our life, we change our life's family. We got something to put on the table. Before we got no bread to put on the table. Now every day you got veggies to go home to feed your family. You got at the month end, you got a little bit, we call it a stipend, not a wages, because sometimes it's up and down according to the produce we have. So as far as now, we change our lives very well. As you see that I'm over 60s, but you can't believe it. I'm over 60s as
You look younger than me, I know.
Jerry? I'm from the community that has a high rate of unemployment. The garden changed the lives of the people in my community, especially the women in the garden, because they are working every day, waking up early at 6 o'clock and working in the garden. And then at the end of the day, they can be able to give something to eat to the children. And then the little money that earned by the family can be used to educate children and not rely on the wages to feed the families, to send the children to school. So the garden helped a lot. And then we also help the community, those that are needy, because we educate them how to grow vegetables and then not to give every time, because we believe on empowering also the people in the community that we live with by teaching them on how to grow vegetables, and then they can start from their backyards to grow vegetables. And then we also serve to the community at large. We are working hand in hand with the community at large, especially the schools, all those big schools, the high schools, tertiary education. those primary schools, they bring a class of children there in our gardens, and then we can show them on how to grow vegetables. Because we believe most of the children, they don't know the vegetables come from. And then for the high schools, they come in our garden. Same applies with them. We show them on how to grow vegetables, and then because they are big, they are adults, they also do the assignment researches in our garden. We give every information they need regarding the vegetable garden. The tertiary education, those who are doing horticulture school, we also allow them to take practicals in our gardens, and then take to 3 to 6 months, and then at the end we can write accreditation for those particular students. So we are working with the community at large. Thank you.
Jerry, and then Johnny, and that's the end.
I just want to thank you as a group organization. I think you're doing something very, very tangible. But my question is more of a social dimension. Do you fight amongst each other sometimes? How do you resolve it? Because it looks so organized.
We sit down and talk about that, because we're having every Friday, we got our meeting. We got our constitution. We got our agreement among ourselves. We don't want somebody come to smoke in our garden. We don't want somebody come to tank our garden. We got our agreement.
Sorry, I just wanted to ask you a little bit about how you get access to land. Is the farming done communally, or that you're all working together on one farm, or is each person got their own piece of land as a contribution to the project?
Okay, we struggle too much about the land. There's a lot of dirty land in Khayelitsha, but Masipala don't want to give it to us. Even to borrow us for 5 years, can come to do what you want to do, you don't want to give it. There are few projects in open space here. There are a lot of projects we do in schools. The schools, they don't pay, there's no sport to our township school. And then we're using that land to help ourselves and help our children. And help a lot of HIV homes in our around Khayelitsha, we support those ones with the veg. But if the government can be open his eyes, because we don't want the money, because to me, when we apply for application for 5 years, I think to 10 now, I was applying the land near to the park. Till today, no one saying nothing. I'm going up and down, they don't want to give us. There's still more people needing to do this garden, especially when Abalimi show them this market. The people want to do the garden, but the land is the issue. Thanks.
I want to thank this project for presenting to us. It's very moving. We are very impressed. And you are the most beautiful farmers I've ever seen. You know what a boer